So a week ago, Stan Lee passed away. As a lot of artists did, I wanted to make a piece to show my appreciation for everything that he's done. Because Stan Lee is one of the most influential people in the, not just the art community, but the geek community as a whole. His work's been engraved in a lot of our upbringings, and it's tough. It's tough. You know, we all knew this day was coming, but we didn't think it would come here so quickly. But honestly, I can't really feel sad. Stan Lee lived the best life that you could possibly live, and he was creating until the day he died. You know, and as a creator like myself, that's the one thing that I hope that I can do. I still remember my first introduction to Marvel Comics. I went over to my friend's house to play the first Spider-Man game on PlayStation 1. Now, up until this point, I watched the cartoons, I liked them enough, but I distinctly remember this moment because that game was amazing, and a lot of the reason why it was amazing was because Stan Lee was the first voice you hear in it, and he was the narrator throughout it. From then I was hooked. You know, Spider-Man was always my favorite character, and you know, I've grown to like all of his characters. And not even just his characters, the characters that his influence inspired. Even not in Marvel, like DC Comics, Image, you know, IDW, like, you can't be in the comics industry without being influenced by his work. But yeah, I've always wanted to do this Uatu drawing, even before the fan theory that Stan Lee's cameos was the Watcher. I just always liked that idea. And I started out drawing this plain as Stan Lee as Uatu, but I decided to add a little bit of his characters throughout the whole piece, as a lot of artists do, but this was my tribute to Stan Lee, so, you know, I always called him my Generalissimo because that's how he portrayed himself on Twitter. I even have the POW dog tag that says I'm part of his POW brigade. So, to my Generalissimo, Excelsior, enough said. Stan Lee truly exemplified probably the greatest piece of advice that anyone could give. With great power comes great responsibility. A lot of his characters were designed to give voices to people that didn't have that in the comics world or really anywhere, so his legacy truly means a lot. I hope you enjoyed this piece of tribute art that I made. Make sure you subscribe, share, and support the channel at patreon.com/JackSquadJB, and as always, insert marvelous tagline.